ready to rewrite your story. These quotes will inspire courage, strength, and the power to change your life forever. Courage is not the absence of fear, but rather the judgment that something else is more important than fear. Ambrose Redmoon. You gain strength, courage, and confidence by every experience in which you really stop to look fear in the face. Eleanor Roosevelt. Fear is a reaction. Courage is a decision. Sir Winston Churchill. Do not pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a difficult one. Bruce Lee. He who is not courageous enough to take risks will accomplish nothing in life. Muhammad Ali. Sometimes courage is the quiet voice at the end of the day saying, "I will try again tomorrow." Mary Ann Radmacher. It takes courage to grow up and become who you really are. E. Cummings. The only way to deal with fear is to face it head-on and conquer it with action. Dale Carnegie. Courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, not absence of fear. Mark Twain. Without courage, wisdom bears no fruit. Baltasar Gracian. Fortune favors the bold. Latin proverb. Life shrinks or expands in proportion to one's courage. Anais Nin. Courage starts with showing up and letting ourselves be seen. Brené Brown. It is curious that physical courage should be so common in the world, and moral courage so rare. Mark Twain. Do the thing you fear, and the death of fear is certain. Ralph Waldo Emerson. A hero is no braver than an ordinary man, but he is brave 5 minutes longer. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Fear is temporary. Regret is forever unknown. What would life be if we had no courage to attempt anything? Vincent van Gogh. A ship is safe in harbor, but that's not what ships are for. John A. Shedd. It is not the strength of the body that counts, but the strength of the spirit. J.R.R. Tolkien. The best way out is always through. Robert Frost. Only those who dare to fail greatly can ever achieve greatly. Robert F. Kennedy. Sometimes you just have to jump out the window and grow wings on the way down. Ray Bradbury. Courage is fire, and bullying is smoke. Benjamin Disraeli. Stand up to your obstacles and do something about them, you will find that they haven't half the strength you think they have. Norman Vincent Peale. It takes a great deal of bravery to stand up to our enemies, but just as much to stand up to our friends. J.K. Rowling. Courage is the power to let go of the familiar. Raymond Lindquist. Courage doesn't mean you don't get afraid. Courage means you don't let fear stop you. Bethany Hamilton. Courage is being scared to death and saddling up anyway. John Wayne. Fear defeats more people than any other one thing in the world. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Being deeply loved by someone gives you strength, while loving someone deeply gives you courage. Lousy. Courage is contagious. When a brave man takes a stand, the spines of others are often stiffened. Billy Graham. The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek. Joseph Campbell. Leap, and the net will appear. John Burroughs. Courage is doing what you're afraid to do. There can be no courage unless you're scared. Eddie Rickenbacker. You can't be brave if you've only had wonderful things happen to you. Mary Tyler Moore. Bravery is the capacity to perform properly, even when scared half to death. Omar N. Bradley. One man with courage makes a majority. Andrew Jackson. The greatest test of courage on earth is to bear defeat without losing heart. Robert Greene Ingersoll. To dare is to lose one's footing momentarily. To not dare is to lose oneself. Soren Kierkegaard. Strength doesn't come from what you can do. It comes from overcoming the things you once thought you couldn't. Ricky Rogers. I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. Nelson Mandela. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. Nelson Mandela. Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path, and leave a trail. Ralph Waldo Emerson. In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity. Albert Einstein.